Yes, sir.
Come on, man.
Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of Hungry HD, aka HD, H for short. And to the left, I have the incomparable.
Hey, man, it's Trell Maurice.
Yes, sir. And combined, we form Peace King Podcast.
Peace King Podcast,
Absolutely. This is week number what, my brother?
Hey, man, this is week 6, bro. Episode 6.
Week 6, man.
Come on, man.
Listen.
Hey.
On that note, I like to start off by saying peace, King.
Peace King.
Yeah.
We in the game, coach, man. Hey, how was your week, bro?
Listen, week is cool overall. You know what I'm saying? I still feel like I was trying to get back into the flow of things after coming back from out of town.
Yeah.
Costa Rica was a vibe, you know what I mean?
Costa Rica.
Yeah.
World travelers over here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is, you know, I my second time going. My first time I went to San Jose area. This time I went to Liberia area.
Okay.
It's dope. It's one of them places though where it's like it's not necessarily lit all over the place. It's like it's more one of those R&R places, and
Yeah.
you find a dope resort and you're gonna be good.
Hey, man,
you know what I'm
a
saying?
little rest and relaxation can't hurt anybody.
Needed that.
Man?
Needed that.
I can dig that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, outside of that, yeah, just been catching up, man, trying to get ready for my little man. You know, go school about to be over in a couple of weeks for him, so
Yeah, it is.
bringing him to the crib, you know, spend a summer with pops, and
Yes, Ersky.
you know how that go. So, with you, how was your week?
Hey, man, lovely time to be alive, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lovely time to be alive. The week was great, bro. I mean, it's been on point. Tomorrow, man, my daughter got her first school dance, man. 8th grade. The 8th grade dance.
Crucial time.
8th grade prom, whatever they want to call it. You know, so that's kind of like the highlight of the week. My son started his football summer conditioning training for tackle for the fall. So that's lit. Man, life is good. You know what I'm saying? Life is good. I woke up, I'm black, life is good. Come on, man.
Absolutely, can't
It's a
complain.
beautiful time to be alive. And we're here, episode 6.
Yeah, episode 6.
I
You
mean-
said, what was it, 9? Most people stop at 9?
Most people stop at 9, bro.
Yeah,
They don't go past 9.
We more than halfway there. We about 3/4 way there.
Oh, yeah, we definitely are. But yeah, this week was lit, man. Next week, we got a big day next week, bro. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
we do.
Come on, man. Hey.
We got a couple. Actually, you know what I'm saying? This is why, you know what I mean? Peep the ensemble. You know what I'm saying? Happy Juneteenth to the people. You know what I'm saying?
Juneteenth.
You know what I'm saying? I had the
Come
little,
on, man. Juneteenth.
you know what I mean?
Come on, man.
Talk about it. Yeah. You know what I'm
Juneteenth
saying?
is lit. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
lit. Happy Juneteenth, man. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, right after Juneteenth, we got Father's Day.
Yes, Sirski.
You know what I'm saying?
on,
Father's Day, the day that is often swept under the rug and disrespected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like a million Mother's Day commercials. You know what I mean? It'd be like 1, 2 Father's Day commercials. The Mother's Day commercials be having the diamonds and the flowers and everybody. The Father's Day commercial got like one dude working on power tools. Like, bruh, we way more than the handyman. Half of the men out here nowadays ain't even handyman, and I can't even talk. Like, I could put a TV on the wall. I put that thing up there, you know what I'm saying? But like, I ain't about to build a deck out back. You know what I'm saying? That's just not your boy.
At all.
But, you know, we all got our strengths and our areas of improvement.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm right there with you, man. I never, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I guess it just wasn't laid out for me that way. But at the same time, I've always been more like how can I get the bread up to pay somebody to do it? You know
And that's what facts, bro. I grew up cutting the lawn, bro. I cut grass every summer. Even I grew up in Florida, so like Tampa, Florida. It was mad grass to cut. But as I became an adult and started making bread, I'm like, I could pay somebody to do this on a weekly basis.
It's a fact, man. Use
That's
my
what I
time
did,
to do
bro.
something else.
Indeed,
You know what I mean?
to get
And
the bag.
The other thing too was funny. It's like Father's Day. Mother's Day, you can't get a reservation nowhere. Father's Day, the spots be empty. Man. You walk in. You know what I'm saying? You can show up. You ain't got to call ahead.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's because how many dads they be like, "Hey, Dad, what do you want to do for Father's Day?" How many dads are like, "I want to go to brunch."
Hey, Dad, what you want to do with Father's Day? He be like, leave me the fuck alone.
I want
You know
to
what I'm saying?
chill.
Like,
Is the game coming on?
yeah, facts.
It's the NBA Finals, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, and I mean on that note too, you know what I'm saying? Just just take a moment to shout out, the fathers or father figures that played a big role in our lives.
Come
You know what
on,
I'm saying?
man. Come on, man. Shout out, shout out to my pops. You know what I mean? He held it down.
Yeah, I mean, what was like that dynamic, and what did it mean to you as far as your development and your life as a whole?
Me being a dad, or have
I mean, just having your pops. I mean, yeah, and
having the
even
pops
as
in-
that relates to you being a dad too.
Oh, I mean, I'm fortunate, right? So my parents, they've been married for 41 years. My pops retired Air Force, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Fire.
and so I had that structure, that discipline from day zero, day one. You know what I'm saying? Like it was instilled in me. And then I got a brother 3 years my senior. So it was kind of like they already were in the mode of parenting. So man, it was great. You know, got into sports man early. My pops, he was into sports. He's just an overall cool dude. For those that watch the live with Trell, by the way.
Absolutely.
I trouble. Underscore my wrist. No, but for those who watch it live and follow on the YouTube joint, I did my first interview on the playlist for Live with Trell is a interview with my pops.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? And I just, people be talking about dating and relationships. I'm like, let me go to one of the experts in the game that I know personally. I knew this man for my whole life, literally.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we had a great conversation about being a man and things that I've heard all my life.
Yeah.
It was just cool to talk to him as a man, and then so people could see this. Because the questions I was asking, a lot of those were the first time I was asking them.
Okay. Oh, that's
So he's still, even to this day, he's still parenting.
Yeah.
Because he has more years on this earth, bro.
Absolutely.
That's wisdom. One of the things you can't teach in life is experience.
Yeah, man.
You can't teach experience. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I give mad props and deference to those elder statesmen, to those who came before us. And we all should do that, whether it's man or woman. But to answer your question, it was absolutely critical to my success, I believe. Nature versus nurture. And he definitely nurtured, along with Mom Dukes, of course. But as a man, like, I always looked up to him. Shout out to Pops. He in the game.
Shout out to Pops, man.
You know what I'm saying? What about you, man? What was your dynamic?
Listen, man, Papa was a rolling stone, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he laid his hat was his own. You know what I mean? Not specific to that, but at the same time, he just, wasn't there. He had his issues, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, was a bit of Rolling Stone in the sense that I do have two brothers by different moms, but my home is actually the home, I guess, that he quote unquote chose, but he still wasn't even around, in that capacity. So real tough, man. Like even to this day, we got a tough relationship. A lot of that at this point, I feel like is probably more so a decision I made, you know what I'm saying? Because I think I'm at a point in my life where it's like, that whole protect your peace thing. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And it's really like, conflicted, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like you want to, at the same time, especially as I go through therapy and things like that, you want to try to reconcile certain things or, get a deep understanding as much as you can. But at the same time, you don't want to put yourself in a position to go through the same, you know what I'm saying, bullshit that you went through. So it's a lot of that, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of my initial, not to make this like the sad and morbid portion of the story.
Nah, you good.
I mean, but that's the dope part about having us with these two different experiences too, with different things. But a lot of my first initial experiences with like disappointment and shit like that was like with my pops. So it's like, excuse me, guys. So like, it's a lot of that like revolving door. You know what I'm saying? Now that, my son is here and he has a chance to be a granddad.
Yeah.
That makes it even, because it's like the Papa Bear thing kicks in, because it's like now I'm like really protective of that. When my son is like, you can't disappoint my son the same way you disappointed me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference because he has a father and you weren't there for me. And my grandfather, his dad, don't even get me started. Like the worst of the worst. But so it seems to be, it's a pattern.
Learned behavior.
Yeah, it's a pattern. You know what I'm saying? Which is why it's so important.
And
when
you broke that
have
joint,
to
huh?
break the cycle. Shout out to my cousins, man. A lot of my, like I said, it's get deep. My father's side of the family, the men on that side, a handful, man. Pieces of work. You know what I'm saying? But I'm happy that a lot of my generation, you know what I'm saying, those cousins, we all in our kids' lives and we all doing the right thing. And just figuring out as we go. You know what I'm saying? But just, bringing it back to what I was saying. Like, wanting my son to have my dad in his life, because understanding that piece of it, because that's such a strong piece, having that experience and that wisdom, because even people that have messed up and made mistakes, they still got wisdom. You know what I'm saying? They still got some things you can learn from.
You can learn from your mistakes.
And it's the ultimate cheat code at the end of the day, like when you have the parents in your life to be able to pass those views down to you. So,
yeah.
I don't know, man. At some point, I think I'm at a point now where it's just like, on my terms, on my time. Like, when I feel like dealing with you, I will. When I don't, I won't. But I also, at the same time, just accepting him for who he is. Like, he may not ever change. It may not ever get no better.
Right.
And it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. I appreciate you for sharing, bro.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, do you think that what you experienced, I don't even want to lead the question. How have what you experienced impacted how you father?
So, that's a great question, because I feel like I don't have much to pull from, right? Like, but what I do know is what I don't want to do, the kind of example I don't want to set. One thing I will say, shout out to my pops for, like, honesty. You know what I'm saying? Because even if he tried to, like, run from the truth at first, like, he would always keep it 100 at some point. Like, he would always sit me down and be like, this is what's going on. Like, this is what's happening in my life. This is how I'm messing up.
Yeah.
And this is the real. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's something that I learned and I brought into my life really early. So even when it comes to me dealing with women, my honesty with women, like, whether they want to hear it or not, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether it's like, whether it's in the beginning, I'm not trying to be in a relationship, or if we dealing with each other, however I feel when I state certain things, it comes from that place. So shout out to him for that. But the other side of it too is sometime, which I feel like I discovered, like, sometime when you try so hard to not be like somebody, you actually start becoming more like that person.
Because you're thinking about it a lot.
I think so, and I think also because two reasons. I think life is kind of secular, right? So it's like, let's think of like a square block outside the neighborhood, right? Like, if you run too hard to the right, you actually gonna wind up on the left side, right? Like, if you running too far and too fast that way, trying to get away from the left, you still gonna end up on the left because of the way the block flows, right? So, and I think because life is kind of like that, and I think because we all are, whether your parents have been in your life or not, we all are genetically, like DNA and hereditarily, like our parents, right? So, like, and especially if you don't understand the parts of who you are, like that person, you can repeat that, or you can just fall into that cycle without realizing it, because you didn't even have it there to gauge off of and to guide you. So, so I found myself where it was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I try so hard to do things the right way, and I still feel like sometimes it's these things that I don't like, that you know what I'm saying? Like, our representation or reminder of him, you know what I'm saying? So it's that kind of thing too. But overall, man, just try not to be too hard on myself at the same time too, because we just, figuring out the best we can as we go.
Ain't no super duper handbook. People have written books. Ain't no super duper handbook, man. And then every person is so unique that, like, raising your son is different than was raising you. Although the DNA and there are similarities, and like you had mentioned, but hey, man, it's a new dawn, it's a new day too, technology and all of that, man.
That's a fact.
But even sticking with the parenting piece, man, talking about growing up, do you think in our community, right? You posed this question earlier. I say we talk about it on the podcast, right?
Let's do it.
Like, do you think and correct me if I'm phrasing it wrong, but do you think we as a culture, black culture, raise our kids too fast?
Yeah, so I do. And to take it just like you phrased it right, but take it a little deeper. Do we force our kids to grow up too soon?
Do we force them to grow up too soon?
Right. And what I mean by that is, and I'm not talking about because systemically in the environment already in our community forces a lot of our kids to grow up too soon, right? Because again, sometimes the dad is not there. If the mom is there, sometimes both parents ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Or if one is there, then that means one got to work extra hard, so they kind of really not there because they at work all day, they working double shifts, they doing whatever. Or you with granny all the time, and granny's much older, she can't keep up. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of kids get, outside that way and get in the streets and, do certain things. So we're not necessarily talking about that, but what we're talking about more so is maybe still having an aspect of it, but the parent who is there, sometimes I think it gets so tough on the one parent, especially when it's one parent situation, that, once the child gets up age, you're just thinking about, once you get 18, you know what I'm saying? You got to figure it out.
One less mouth to feed.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So you looking forward to being able to get back to living some of your life and having some of that burden off of you. And so you kind of push that message onto your children.
Yeah, I could see that. And I hear that in conversations and such with friends. I got a different philosophy, I think, but it's because I've grinded so much. And, my kid's mom, she has the same philosophy as far as like, hey, we both individually grinded. We both successful and established, what we deem successful. Of course, that's subjective. But like, if my kids are in college and all of that, or they going, bro, I'm not kicking them out. They always got a place to stay. They can stay with me till they, my son, I'm going to expect a little bit more on my boy. I ain't going front. It's a double standard, but it is what it is. He need to figure out a profession. You know what I'm saying? He can stay as long as he want, as long as he's either going to school or he's grinding to make it somehow, some way.
Towards something.
He's working towards something.
Yeah.
You can stay here, rent free. And that's the other thing. I ain't about to make my kids pay. Bro, when I be hearing that, like, no, they're going to pay rent, this, that. I'm like, why?
Right.
Some people may not be doing that or may not be as financially set. So when their kid turns 18, it's like lightening the load. Like they're treating their kids like they're adults, like they're peers already.
Right.
But that's why, I challenge you, your kid turns 18 and they still staying with you and you're making them pay rent, then that's their house too then.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they should be able to come and go as they please.
Absolutely.
You're making them pay rent.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you can't be having, I don't know, I challenge the parents. You can't be having your kid paying rent there and you're still like, no, your curfew is, no.
Yeah.
You go treat them like an adult, treat them like an adult then.
That's a fact.
But yeah, I just, and living in Germany for 3 years, man, that culture was just different. It was standard for, children to live at home until they was like 30 some years old. And there's other cultures that are similar where they go from their parents' house to their own house.
Right.
They purchased the house because they've saved up enough throughout the years that they now purchased a crib. Right. And that's that true wealth is ownership.
Right.
Ownership is wealth.
Right.
Own a business that's doing well. People be like, y'all got well vote, bro. That LLC ain't doing nothing, bro. Just because you start an LLC don't mean that you ballin'. You feel what I'm saying? Believe me, I know firsthand, all right? I got an LLC, I'm doing my thing, but that ain't where my ends come from, okay? So
hard out here for a pimp.
That's play. Although, TrellMurphys.com. But nah, man, for real, I think that I think that we can adopt some of those principles of stay here, set yourself up. This is a safe haven for you. Don't pay rent. Why? Because you're in my crib. You're going to operate a certain way. Mm-hmm. So you ain't paying rent. I got that leverage. And you can leave from my crib established.
Right.
You know what I mean? From my house established. Right. I gotta stop saying crib so much. I say that so much, but like the ideology behind it. I mean, the crib, like we're babies. I don't know. I still say it. It's slang. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is. But you know, I 100% agree with you. Like, I feel like that's something that we definitely gotta lean off of. You know what I mean? Like, you really make it that much harder, you know, for the growth to happen. You also, I think, unknowingly send your child out into the world to face a bunch of challenges without the proper support. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're living with you, like a lot of these issues that we even talk about here on this pod that you see circulating on social media, it comes from a lot of that. Like, you get pushed out of your home, you out doing your thing. And so a lot of the issues that you run into, whether they're relationship, work, career, you know what I'm saying, career decisions, whatever they are,
right.
You feel like you got to figure them out on your own. Whereas if you still living in the house, you can have those conversations.
Come on, man.
You know, a little more easily with your parents or whoever's there, you know what I'm saying, and figure that stuff out. And like you said, the aspect of being able to save and build, like, and really like set it off, because all you doing is repeating a cycle and making them go through the same exact thing. And it's like you just pushing the finish line back further and further for that person. And I think we got to start tapping into that mindset and understanding. Like, especially like I get it. Like, you want some help, right? Like, especially like if you're struggling to an extent, but struggle a little longer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just to make it pop off that much more.
Mm-hmm. I like to put my kids on game too, and I'm gonna keep that same energy. It's like, hey, you're 18 and such years old. Let me put you on game, bro. You're still gonna have certain liberties and freedoms and such, but I'm trying to tell you because I've been there. I've done this before. I wish, you know what I'm saying. I joined the Air Force at 18 years old, so I was just doing my thing.
Yeah,
which was fine. Like, I don't regret any of that. My kids likely not join the military. Yeah. So it's like, hey, go to school, do that, and appreciate the fact that we got your back.
Right.
And let me continue to put you on game. Don't think that I'm like trying to control you. I'll put you on game, and it's going to set you up. And like, yo, I mean, that's one of the things that I'm glad that their mom kind of, because there's time and a place to like have these types of conversations with your kids. Yeah. To not seem nagging. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be fun, man. But yeah, to answer the question, I do think that as a collective in a community, from what I've observed, we do tend, and this with the Black community, but I think America as a whole, I think that we put too much emphasis on the age 18 and say they're an adult now and go off and conquer.
That's true. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Parenting is lifelong, bro.
It is.
As long as your children are alive, I don't care how old you are, you're continuing to parent because you continue to live longer on this earth that they have.
Absolutely.
Come on, man.
All that free game in there, man.
We in the game, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? What else going on in this world, bro?
Hey, listen.
You know what I'm saying? We talked about parenting, all that. I mean, yo, we might have to recharge and come back and talk about some of the juicy stuff. I don't know. We got to talk about the ladies, bro, because
we definitely got.
We hold men accountable often, but there's some things with the ladies I think that I wanna. We got grind, a little bit of grind, but like don't hold it against us, okay? Don't hold it against us. Sometimes we just need the space to come, and then we gotta put y'all on game for some stuff too.
That's a fact.
We do gotta put them on game, like what we think about certain stuff.
It's necessary. Hey, listen, that's what you're here for, right?
Come on, man, we in the game because you're getting a little low, bro. You're getting a little low too.
I am.
So we're gonna be right back, all right?
Absolutely. Hungry HD.
It's Trell Maurice.
Yeah.
Are you ready to unlock the secrets to a happy and fulfilling life? Looking for a safe space to discuss health, wealth, and relationships? Well, look no further because Live with Trell is here. Join the charismatic host, Trell, as he dives deep into topics that matter most, creating an atmosphere of love, understanding, and positive vibes only. Live with Trell is your go-to destination every Tuesday and Friday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, streaming exclusively on Instagram Live at Trell_Maurice. Come on, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, Ski.
We are back.
Like we never left.
That's
You feel
a
what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's a fact.
Hope y'all like that commercial break. You know what I mean? Hope you recharge your glasses like we did. You know what I'm saying? Peace, King.
Peace, King.
We in here.
You know what I mean?
Now we got some topics, man. What's going on?
Definitely got some topics, you know what I'm saying? You know, we had the salute for Father's Day.
Yes, sir.
We had to talk about the Juneteenth and Black Pride, and
Yeah, man.
hopefully y'all go out and celebrate, turn up, start
Please
some
do.
new traditions out here, man.
Liberated. Come on, man.
Exactly.
Finally.
Exactly. But now we transition into a more fun topic, so to speak. But then again, I don't know how fun it is because when it's actually going on in the moment, it don't really feel too fun. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
At all. And
Okay.
I just want to ask the ladies, like, is it okay, like, for men to have an opinion on your appearance? Like, is that such a horrible thing? Because I don't know about you, bro, but every time I post a reel, and I'm saying, it's definitely humor, but there's some seriousness in there when I'm talking about either the wigs or the lashes. And we've been on lives before, and we talk about the filters and the overusage of the filter. And they go in, man.
They be upset, bro.
Riled up. You know what I'm saying? It's mad
A little
comments
perturbed.
like, why men so worried about what women look like, and why you just can't let us do our thing? And I'm like, yo, what?
Because we're attracted to women.
Yeah,
And
like,
it's just some things that we don't like.
it really makes no sense to me. It's like you want to attract men, but you don't want us to have an opinion about what it is that you look like.
So it's almost who, and I asked this question before, like, okay, why do you try so hard to look good? And their answer would be, for myself. I want to look good for myself. Or you trying to outdo the other woman? Man, keep it real. Bro, I don't get a hair. I get a haircut for my self-confidence, yes, because it's for my self-confidence that I look better. Why? To pull the joint. You know what I mean? To ultimately, or if I'm in a relationship, to keep her interested.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Come on, man.
And look, I understand the whole
So-
I want to look good for myself thing. I get it, right? Like,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, I feel like you said, Tony, it's definitely for women. But at the same time, too, you want to look a certain way when you step out. You just want to
Right.
feel good. Like,
feel good.
Prime
You
safe.
look good.
Yeah, feel good.
Smell good.
Look good.
All that.
And you play good, they pay good. You
Come
know
on,
what I'm
man.
saying? Like, at the end of the day, that's what it is. But at the same time, too, it's like, okay, so are you adding all these enhancements and doing these different things because you want to look good for yourself? Like, or did you like see that somewhere and say, oh, like that's what's popping, that's what's attracting people, that's what's getting attention. Let me try it too.
Come on, man.
So how can that really be for yourself? Like at the end of the day.
Facts. I think it'd be the comparison, bro. I think they're the biggest culprits in the comparison game.
And
That's
they get
like
so
you
upset.
look at the popularity of stuff. Excuse me. The lace front wigs went crazy.
Crazy.
The waist trainer still going ham.
Still going.
The BBLs.
Crazy. Epidemic. Let's just call it what it is, man. Full blown epidemic. Man.
God dang.
I'm not gonna lie,
You know
but
what
my
I mean?
fault. I don't mean to stop you. Hold your thought. But y'all kind of killed like the fatty game. Like y'all kind of took some of the love away from me because it's like I prefer it au natural. Don't get me
Yes,
wrong.
husky.
But at the end of the day, they so rampant with the BBLs everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like you can't beat them.
Do
You
you
just join
think you
them.
can
You just
tell?
give up.
You can tell.
I can only because I've closely
Examined the
right
goods.
closely examined and been involved with a couple, and so like
Mm-hmm.
they're very distinctive features and shape, and also the after effects of like the scars that left behind sometime.
Yeah.
It's like the same. Too.
Right. The fat transfer.
Mm-hmm.
The fat cell transfer.
Right, that one.
That's the best. That's in my opinion, because you still get the jiggly igglies.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
It take a while for it to get back to forget the jiggling.
Hey, man. Y'all better, if you gonna do it, you better do it right.
Please.
Don't be going to Shawanda over there off of 51st and L Street. Like, come on,
Motel 6.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
listen, and shout out to DC Young Fly. You know what I'm saying? Condolences to him.
Condolences, man. That's,
Because
my heart broke on that one.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But so like that happens a lot, man. Shout out to my guy Chio. You know what I'm saying? I know somebody personally who, you know what I'm saying, his, baby mom's passed away.
Yeah.
And I don't know exactly what procedure she had, but
R.I.P. to her. Jackie O. Jackie O is her name. R.I.P. to Jackie O, that DC Young Fly. They had 3 kids together, bro.
yeah, that's the sad part, man. That's the sad part. Even think about, I mean, obviously,
Mommy makeover.
Kanye mom wasn't getting a BBL, like, but she was getting
She was
something
getting
done.
something.
And it's like, you really put your life on the line every time, and you really gotta just think about like, well, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I know we kind of it's
Surgery
still on
real.
topic, but we're gonna get back to the original
Surgery is
thing.
real. Yeah, I mean, because at the end of the day, if we're saying the BBLs it's an epidemic, y'all going to a hammer. Listen, if we're saying the lace fronts, they cool, but you're doing it a little too much. Switch it up.
Here's my thing, though, right? So here's my thing, because tying it all in, because it's still on the same topic, but tying them both together very closely. It's like you go get a BBL, or you do these things, and the answer is I do it for myself, because for whatever reason, since a young woman, you might have said, "Oh, God ain't give me no cheeks. I want some cheeks." You know what I'm saying? So I could get some cheeks. I'm gonna go pay for some cheeks. All right, or my hair, whatever. I don't want to say your hair don't grow again, because man, people was laughing when I said that last time. But for whatever reason, you got issue with your hair, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Or you got no lashes, you go get lashes. Because you seen other women get attention for having, so like women with big butts typically get a certain type of attention.
Right.
You want that type of attention, so that's why you get the BBL, right? So is that for yourself? Like, and at the same time, let's flip it.
They'll say their self-esteem.
Right, because they go, "Oh, I'm very secure. I just do this because if you got loved on, like you've never been loved on before, in your natural form, would you really feel a need to go get all of these enhancements and do other things to yourself?" Like, so that's why I feel like we got to be real with ourselves. Like, I don't listen, women, because y'all always coming for us when we make these comments or make these critiques, and you have a right to do whatever you want to do. It's your body, do whatever you want to do to it.
It's my body, I'm gonna do what I want. Go ahead.
At the same time, if we talk about being real with each other and growing as a culture, I feel like I have a right to be real and be like, "Yo, this looks a little crazy." Like,
come on, man.
You can this is such thing as going overboard.
Let's just be honest.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's just be real.
Like, why do you need to have tarantula legs on your eyes?
For real, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, full-blown Oriental fans, like Venus flytrap type situation. It's crazy. It's no need for
Facts.
that.
I got a separate, it's totally off topic, but you just, do you think that women purposefully leave stuff around your crib? Because the eyelash stuff may not be on purpose, but it's annoying to see. But other things, you got to think back in the history. I feel like sometimes it's like a natural market territory. I think they be doing it on purpose sometimes.
I think they absolutely leave things around your crib on purpose. Absolutely.
And not even just to mark the terrors. It's to mark the territory kind of thing, but just so that another woman, if there was another woman, will question it and will not want to mess with you.
That's a fact.
You think that that's a real thing,
Yeah,
or you think I would just be?
No. I think that's a very real
I'm like, come on, man.
Yes,
They would never admit it.
Listen, they
Y'all,
won't.
if you're a woman and you know you've done that before, please comment "I did that before" in the comment section under this video.
Do that. Keep it real.
Yeah.
Keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Because they definitely do that. And anytime I've been in that situation and I see them, I be like, hey, this yours? You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure you get this up, man.
Let's get this together.
Yeah, like, you don't want your other hoes to see. Like, listen, say what you want to say, but make sure you get this up out of here, fam.
She have like a little plastic bag full of items that you saw next to the door before she leave.
Listen.
Hey, by the way, yesterday you left a collection of items just by the door. There's no lost and found here. Go ahead and gather your things and that's at the premises. Please, thank you.
Because at the end of the day, too, I'm big on this, and it's one of my pet peeves. I was brought up with, put things back how you found them.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I was brought up.
Facts, bro.
So if you come over my crib, or even in situations where I'm living with a woman and we together,
come on, man,
and you moving things and you not putting them back where you found them, I have a huge problem.
Bro, we're liking that in that,
like,
in that aspect,
huge
bro.
problem.
Everything has a place. I put it there for a reason.
Facts.
Good order and discipline.
Facts.
This is in good order and I'm disciplined. They'll put it in the same spot again.
Exactly.
Come on, man. Maybe it's how our brains work, though. You know what I mean? I like the analogy. I was watching his TED Talk. I wish I could remember the dude's name. When on his TED Talk, the dude was talking about the man's brain versus the woman's brain. Mm-hmm. And he equated the man's brain to like a 2-lane highway. And he equated the woman's brain to like the highways of San Antonio, like downtown San Antonio. It was like
a mad loopy loops.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's going everywhere at the same time. It's like it's like you're all over the place. You're thinking about 25 things at once to the point where you're leaving this. It's a bunch of. It's like to use a separate analogy. It's like we got one browser open. With one tab open.
35.
They got 35 tabs open and they're all active.
And they complain about their computer moving slow and crashing. It's like,
what do you think? Close some of them tabs now. Close some of them tabs. All right? Let's handle one task at a time.
I got tabs open from 8 months ago. Like, fam, you ain't even been using this. Like, what are you doing?
Facts, man.
But yeah, it's like, all of these things are crazy. Like, and now you bringing me even to other places because I seen like somebody posted a reel, I forgot, but it was like where women doing their hair and leaving the hair all over the sink. Right. And it's like, like, fam, why? What are we doing, fam? Like, why? What is so hard about just cleaning up the sink after you're done?
That hair be everywhere, bro.
Everywhere.
Bro, every time I be seeing hair, I be like, how did that hair get there?
Fam.
I be in the shower or something like that. Not to be grabbing, be like, how? How did it get there? Like, why is that there?
I already know what you're talking about because that happened to me before too. A couple of times. They be like, yo. It might just be good at their job.
Hey, I know, right? Hey, salute though. I gotta salute because you were all over the place, like, literally. A part of you was on the bottom.
Daniel, you all over the place, baby. Hey, what are you doing?
For real, bro. For real.
Oh, let me go. Wait, before we move, because now, so you got me on one now, Paul. So, have you? Because this happens a lot, and this shit grinds my gears, man.
What's that?
You go in the fridge, grab the milk or something, and the top is already like loose or off it. Does that happen?
Nah, I haven't. I haven't had that one happen.
Oh my god! Because you know you can shake it before and then the top fly off.
I don't like milk though. That's
All right,
disgusting.
so, yeah.
So I got to think of something else. But I never. But I could imagine that's annoying.
Fam. These are things that like
because you could drop it. It's like, yo, what if I would spill
bro,
this?
it happens all the time, and it's like, and see, I used to think it was just like maybe that one particular woman, but this has happened with a couple women. So I'm like, yo, this is like a thing apparently for y'all. Like y'all gotta please get this shit together. Cause see, with somebody like me, I'm gonna be honest with you. You call me petty, call it what you want. Too much of this shit, and you will be the ex. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm tired of this shit.
Nah, for real. Like certain things are really like pet peeves that much for me. And it's like, what I start feeling like is if you can't like correct these things and respect the things that mean something to me, even if they small, then you just don't care. Like, it's like, so at some point, it's like, yo, all right, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it becomes.
I say this in my professional life. Y'all already know I'm in the Air Force. I tell my troops and I tell the children not to say that my ladies, you know what I mean, if I'm in a relationship or whatnot, that she's a child or she's, you know what I mean, a subordinate at work. However, it's just me. Something I say. If you can't do the small things right, how do you expect me to trust you to do the major things right?
Talk about it.
Come on, man. We gotta get back to the basics. One of my pet peeves, since we all pet peeves real quick.
Let's talk about it.
Hey man. The toilet paper, bruh. It like the outside, the closest to you is where it should hang from. I shouldn't have to reach under. Like, it should be, it only makes sense. Like, it should roll this way.
Yeah.
Over the top. So then, like, it's just.
Right.
And then a hack for y'all, I'm going to put y'all on game. A hack is to squeeze the toilet roll so it's an oval and not a circle. So when you do this, it only loops like one time. I just put y'all on game. So then you don't excess because you know the ladies be like, God dang. Shorty, you gonna clog up the septic tank. Like, what's going on? What is you doing?
Listen.
There's no way. You don't need that much padding.
Nah, you don't. You don't.
That's excessive toilet paper use. Foul on the play, flag on the play. Get out of here.
They got like 18 ply out here now. You definitely don't need that much toilet
Come
tissue.
on, man. Hey, come on.
At all.
Get her out of here. Nah, but that's the pet peeves. Those are some of our opinions, and we should be able to express our opinions on certain things.
We should,
and not be ridiculed.
We should. It shouldn't be a problem. Like, you know, if listen, if you're gonna get that upset about it, and you know you still gonna do your thing anyway, just keep doing your thing and move on. Like, why are you getting so upset? But if you really do want a man's opinion, and you trying to attract men, and you care what they think, then maybe take heed.
Yeah. And now,
take heed.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off on that.
Nah, you good.
Absolutely. Now, understand this. These could be in the 20 percentile of the issue, some of the stuff that's like, okay, not all of them combined, but if you do one or two of those things, okay, like, yo, it ain't that big of a deal. Mm-hmm. We'll put that in if it's the 80-20 rule, I need to mess with 80% of who you are.
Right.
And 20%, like, I'd rather not be like that.
Yeah.
You could work with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But too many of those things now. Come on, man. We just might not be in line.
That's a fact. It's a weighted scale, man. I might be a real heavy 20.
Come on, man. You understand?
Heavy.
She doing too much of that, then
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
It ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way. Hey, man, speaking of ain't no ways, or you know, there's some people who feel like that, you know, we talking about the ladies.
Right.
And they feel like that if, say they go on a date.
Right.
And it's the first one.
Yeah.
And they get high and heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And they end up doing a horizontal tango.
Yeah.
They saying it ain't no way that they're gonna take her seriously. Come on, man.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
You know what I'm saying? What you say to that, bruh?
She belongs to the streets.
I don't know. Or it could have just been the vibe.
Listen.
It could be there ain't no way I'm gonna take her seriously and she belong to the streets. Or it could be we were just vibing that heavily on the first date.
Or it could
and
be.
it got to that level and we both were consenting adults and it just went in. But the point is the consensual part of it, it is what it is. But how do you feel afterward? That was a little for you. How do you feel afterwards?
I feel like it, or it could be it's a queen. Or it could be it's a wife. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on, man.
Like,
it could be.
It could be. See, like, I think ladies, because I feel like ladies really do, like, they really are in their head about this type of shit.
Yeah,
and I think maybe sometime as they get older and more mature, maybe not as much, but I guess you'd be surprised too, just from the conversations I've had. So I just feel like maybe you have to deal with more mature men. Because for me, I don't think any less of a woman if I smash the first night. Like, I've gotten into full blown committed. Well, I can't say multiple. Well, there's been like 2. I've gotten into full blown committed relationships after smashing up the first night. Like great relationship, like great energy, great vibe.
Yeah.
All of that. You know what I'm saying? Like great woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's really not about if you smash the first night or not. It's about you, your character, your vibe.
Okay.
You know what that says. You know what I'm saying? Now, if your vibe and character says first night and it's a wrap, or this is not going wifey level, then after smash the first night, that's what it's going to be. But it's my mind is not going to change because I've already made that decision.
Yeah.
Prior to, I've read your energy.
Yeah.
But like we talked about last episode, or was that 2 episodes ago? I don't know. But sometimes it's opportunity. It's there, right? So,
opportunity. Yeah, that was a couple of them ago. Look at it. We in episode 6, bro. We got a few of them under the belt. We can't even remember which one they are. You know what I'm saying? We in the game, coach. Yeah, we in here. Come on, man. Episode 6. We referencing now. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
But yeah, I feel that. You know what I mean? Hey, man. I was the one back in the day, bro. I couldn't help myself. I knew that if I smashed on the first date, I lost respect.
It was man. Oh yeah, you smashed on the first date, lost respect, and you was kicking them out at 5 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Like the trifecta.
Yeah, it was pretty bad back in the day. But yeah,
5
man,
o'clock
it's like,
in the
but I
morning.
knew.
Where you gonna be? Outside on the corner. Fucking with Trell, you was gonna be outside on the corner.
Hey man, I used to be on some like spending the night is for married folks. I used to be on that.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
Bruh.
I bet you she remembered too.
I know, right? I was a trip back in the day, y'all. All these stories are from a while ago. None of these stories are recent.
That's a fact.
But I gotta say that I don't want people to think this is some recent stuff.
Oh no, it's a new day, man.
When I was a young lad, bro, I knew that if I smashed on the first date, I automatically put them in a category. I couldn't help it, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, it's too easy. There's no way she's wifey material. It's too easy.
Yeah.
I like a challenge. So I put it in, and I knew I wasn't feeling her like that anyways. So I was just, do. Now, as I got older, even if I felt the vibe was there, I wouldn't allow it. I purposefully did not hook up. I remember one time we went a little too far, and I stopped, and I was just like, nah. And then just psychologically, she stayed the night, and the next day I did, because it was a new day. I just needed that psychological.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you.
She went home, showered, changed, and all that, came back.
That makes absolutely no sense to me. But
I feel you. I needed to do that because it technically wasn't the first night.
So yeah, I mean, but you know what's crazy? Because his was crazy. Because women are beyond that too. Women will spend a night at your house, won't let you smash that night, but let you smash in the morning. It's like,
Bruh,
fam,
it's not the same
what
night.
What you think you accomplished?
It's not the same night, though. You resisted temptation. You had discipline. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't smash on the first date. You had a little discipline. That's why I used to be like, yo, we held out. I showed that I could resist temptation. Mm-hmm. And I had that one time. And we ended up being in a relationship for months. Okay. And I knew, bro, we both wanted to hook up that first night. Mm-hmm. We both wanted to. I stopped it. I was like, nah. Because I knew I would have lost respect for her.
So is part of that because...
And I wanted, and I liked her.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't want to the first night, because I liked her.
It's part of the thought process behind that. Like, if she let me smash the first night, how many other dudes she let smash the first night? Is this just how she move out here? Is that why?
Nah, I never. I don't know, man. You can call it arrogant, egotistical, whatever. I never think of other dudes, bro.
Okay, all right. I respect it.
I just never do. It's just be like, and me knowing I ain't the flyest, bro. I ain't the biggest and the baddest. I ain't the richest. I ain't the poorest neither, though. Don't get it twisted. But I'm confident in who I am.
Absolutely.
So I never worried about anybody else.
As you shouldn't.
You know what I'm saying? So I never asked body counts. I never asked about this dude. Their phone ring. It rang.
Right.
Answer it.
Right.
I don't care.
Right. Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't me.
Keeping it P.
They not me. And it's the type, and even saying that, like, I ain't even saying I get every single woman that I want.
No, listen, win some, lose
I'm just
some.
saying that when I am in a situation and I'm focused, I ain't worried about nobody else. But yeah, man, back to it. It's like, yo, I try not to smash. I was trying not to smash her the first night. After that, it's free game. It's open season.
Yeah.
If I cared for her.
Yeah.
If I wanted it to work out.
Copy. You know what I'm saying? So you're not smashing at 12 a.m., but 9 a.m. is valid.
It's a new diamond. It's a new day.
Actually, shit, 6 a.m. As soon as the sun come up, this is a new day, right?
Well, I mean, to make it feel more, I would prefer like to link up later in that second day.
All right.
I would prefer a break.
Like a whole reset.
Yeah. Like go home.
Yeah.
Shower up. Change up.
Yeah.
Let's go do something.
Yeah.
Then we can do what to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just recalling because you said that, so it's like it's fresh in my mind now. The most recent situation with Shorty, she spent the night, and it was like literally the next morning, it was popping, and I was just like, all right, you know what I'm saying, like I wasn't gonna think nothing of you last night. You know what I'm saying, like 7 hours ago, you could have busted open.
I wasn't gonna think about it. I wasn't gonna hold it against you. Maybe that's a conversation.
That is a conversation.
Maybe it's also like because it's the first night, and it's like, hey, I just want to let you know, if it goes down tonight, I think nothing less of you.
But you can't do that though.
I would.
You can't.
I switch it up now. I don't even kiss on the first date, bro.
Yeah, I'm with that too. Like I'm with that too. I think, really, I mean, at this stage in my life, obviously, it's like it's not applicable in this moment. But at this stage in my life, and really this latter stage of my life, I feel like I've been more on that too. Like as far as like I'm not even trying nothing on the first date.
Right.
Like I'm not trying to kiss you. I'm not trying to smash. I'm not doing nothing. So, I definitely agree with that aspect of it completely.
Oh yeah. And I ain't even taking a woman out on a date if I can't see our faces that close to each other. Just straight up and down. If I can't envision my face this close to her face, bro, kissing is such an intimate thing. It's so intimate to me.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, if I can't envision that, then I clearly ain't even into you. I ain't even gonna waste time.
We can't do
I ain't gonna waste time. Sure, you only got lips. Like, I just like, shout out to the no lips shorties.
No lips.
I ain't mad at y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, at the end of the day,
Don't discriminate, man.
the beautiful thing about people is they come in variety.
Yeah, they do.
And so it's always somebody that's gonna match up and love what you got, and
Right.
that's it. You should go where you're appreciated and not tolerated, celebrated and not tolerated. So I
Do you think we put too much emphasis on looks, bro?
I want to say no. Personally, in my history, I would say I maybe haven't put enough emphasis on looks.
He just called all his exes duds.
Nah. That's probably how it came across. Listen, that's not what I was saying. I've just always been
He said, you look at me. He said, they could have been flyer. They lucky I gave them a chance. He didn't say that. I don't know any of his exes. Don't come at me like, yo, I'm sorry. No disrespect. I mean, this is all for laughs. This is all for laughs.
I might get a couple DMs and shit like this after this, but so I just like, and I've just always been, which is funny because it kind of I lost my point and reminded me of what I was gonna say earlier, as far as what you were saying to being confident, and not worrying about other dudes when you messing with a female. So I always try to like not be shallow and look into like what a person brings outside of their looks and how much I connect with a person and what kind of vibe and chemistry we got. So I think that's why sometimes, not all the time now, listen, but sometimes there's been situations where I overlooked, you know what I'm saying, looks or, you know what I'm saying, be like, this ain't really my thing, but
Yeah.
let's just see. You know what I'm saying? So it's been that. But on the flip side, what I was saying was like it's very important though, because especially when you like gonna be with somebody forever, like that you have to be with and live with that person and grow with that person. Like it's a long time. So there has to be an aspect of strong like physical attraction. Like it can't just be like baseline. It got to be strong because I think you need a little bit of everything to get you by, right?
Yeah.
Like when you talk about long term, because you need somebody sometime that you so attracted to. Like even when you mad, it's like damn, like I can't even be mad. Like you know
Come
what
on,
I'm saying?
man.
Like yeah, let me make up. You know what I'm
on,
saying? Like so.
Hey, it go to the point of do you believe everybody has a preference?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I feel like I've denied my preference. It's like you feel like, oh, it's shallow to have a preference. But to your point, bro, if you have a preference, understand that and stick to your preference. It's okay.
Right.
Because that, to your point, is going to keep you engaged. So if I look at your exes, there should be similarities.
Right.
And people they be mad at Kanye. For example, I gotta use that example so that everybody understand what I mean. His exes
Looks
being similar.
Yeah.
Cause he has a type. You mad that they look similar? Oh, he's trying to get this. No, he's naturally attracted to that look.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? He likes that look. Now, don't act as if that's the same as that person because they look similar.
Right.
Because everybody's different. Everybody's unique.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I agree, bro. I feel like I've hearing scrutiny over the years of like, oh, you don't like this or you like that or Trell don't date this type or move to move. And it's like trying to date certain folks just to prove that I'm open to all. No, bump that. it's okay to have a preference.
No, it definitely is, and that's something that again, when I when I say more recently, I mean literally like the latter, maybe past couple years of my life, like year or two, I've come to that realization and
Yeah.
kind of been even more and more so coming to the realization of like like having a preference and sticking to your preference is cool and it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, that was perfect way you put it. Deny my preference. I denied my preference, I think, too, for a long time. And I think sometimes too what can happen is when you do go with your preference and then it don't work out a couple times over maybe, and then it's like, oh well, it don't even matter. Like maybe I should not go with my preference because maybe I should try this other thing because maybe it'll work. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because maybe you deny or blocking your blessing.
Yeah.
But again, if it don't work when it's not your preference, then where does that leave you? It leaves you in the same place. And on top of that, what starts playing in your mind is, and this ain't even my preference. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like when things go wrong, you know, shit get on your nerves.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, I'm still dealing with the same thing.
Yeah.
And this ain't even my preference. Like,
That's interesting. I guess when I'm saying preference, I'm thinking of just looks,
no, yeah.
size and such of the person, physical shape. I think that if you add other things, that's where it could be like, all right, maybe I'm bugging on preference. For example, it was like, she prefers a man who is half a millionaire, who makes $500K a year. Okay, all right, sweeter thing. You might have to adjust your preference there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't working for you.
Absolutely.
The unrealistic kind of preferences. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I prefer a woman that has a PhD. Okay, that's 0.67% of the U.S. of the world population. You're limiting your dating, and if you're not even in that, come on, bro. Now you're capable. You can do it. I know. I mean, come on. I know men that have but it's such a small percentage for that to be a preference. It's a little unrealistic. So when I'm saying preference, I'm only talking about looks.
Yeah. No, it's funny because that ties. Actually, that just reminded me. That ties into our last topic because that's like the first thing that women go for when they argument. It's like, oh, like if I, you know, when we critique their looks or their whatever enhancements or filters, you want me to stop using filters, but I want men to get their money up. It's like, what? That's not even like that's not even like a level play. Like, that's not comparing what apples. That's apples to oranges, I should say. So it's like, but that's where women mind go. Like a lot of time, it's like, or that type of woman, I should say. So it's like, man, like the preference of looks. Let's keep it looks to looks. Like you talking about bringing in financial status. Right? And
Nah, my bad.
no, you good.
There is a correlation, though.
Okay, go ahead. Let's talk about it.
There's a correlation.
Help me understand.
The more money a man has, the better looking woman he's capable of getting, regardless of what he looks like.
Facts. This is true.
If a man's broke, he ain't getting the baddest of the baddest. Looks wise, not whole person concept, not the whole person bad. We're just talking about looks for right now. Cause there's some looks sixes that are so dope that their whole person is bad.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause you
The vibe, your vibe definitely enhances
your
you.
vibe can enhance you now.
Vibe enhances you.
However, we are men. The looks is a weighted scale here. The looks is just weighted a lot more than the estrus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's just the way men are programmed. Whereas women, I think the money is weighted differently
Yeah.
than the looks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I've been quoted as saying there's no such thing as an ugly millionaire. You take a man that ain't looking, the standard woman would rate him like a 5 on the look scale. Oh, yeah, whatever. And then let them say his net worth is $50 million. They see him hop in a Lambo.
Oh, what's up?
He automatically looks better.
That's a fact.
No chains on, no nothing.
That's a fact.
Chancletas, board shorts. Hey, man, they bad attracted because the money is attractive.
Yeah.
Bro. I mean, hey, money will change joints. Have you seen Cardi B before she got the bread?
Yeah.
She was not a looker like that.
No, but what I will say is this. So, see, here's the thing. That's why it all ties together. It makes sense. Like, Cardi B definitely had a glow up with the bread, as you should when you got money. But there was potential there.
There was definitely potential.
You needed some bread to glow it up.
Almost everybody has the potential, bro.
Yeah. So, but it's like what you do with that potential. So, but that's my thing. So, like, when you go do certain things, like whether it's the extra filters, the laser, like what I spoke about a couple episodes ago about doing things to not take away from your beauty. So, like, do things to enhance your beauty, and you don't have to have the super big bag to do that. Like, you just have to have some type of awareness and insight.
Come on, man.
To do that. And so, like, enhance, know what your strong suits are.
Indeed.
Enhance those, right?
On,
Lean
man.
on those, lead with those. Enhance what you can, but don't go overboard. Like, that's just my thing. And so, because it's like, do I need to have $2 million for you to not have filters on?
That's crazy.
Every picture I see you in, like,
Yeah.
a makeup with a filter, so you got like the double
not
filter.
The double
like,
dip,
yeah,
bro.
like
that
like,
double dip is ridiculous.
It's like
bro.
so. It's like, man,
I meet you in person. I don't know bro.
in this day and age,
you look totally different.
The internet is everything. Like, you're meeting people on the internet.
Come on, man.
Right. So at the end of the day, it's like, if I see you in all your pictures, you have all filter with the makeup. When I see you in person, it don't matter how good you look, you're not gonna live up to the picture because there's no filter when I see you in person.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Especially when they got the filters where it, like, slim your nose and
Come
change
on,
your
man.
cheek, your facial structure.
You
Man,
done
like,
did the contouring with the makeup and the filter. Your nose looks like a sheet of paper sideways. Like, come on.
Not the loose leaf.
College rule.
I'm about to put you in my trapper keeper. Man. Like,
Yo.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Shorty, sweetie deenies. Just be proud of the way God and your mama and your dada made you, okay?
Yeah,
Just be
man.
proud of it. You already got makeup. Cats don't, there's some dudes that don't like makeup.
there are.
And the lady's gonna be like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. But the point is, like, yo, people want companionship, okay? People want love. People want intimacy. There's just certain things that you can do to make it so it comes a bit more easily.
Yeah. That's the bottom line.
That's
You know
the
what I'm saying?
bottom
That
line,
really is
bro.
the bottom line. And listen, at the end of the day, again, like, as I always say, somebody out there for everybody. So it's somebody that no matter what you do,
Facts.
it's gonna love it, accept it, take it. So fuck what I'm saying. Forget what Trell's saying. Like, if what you doing is working for you, or even if it ain't working, but that's what you truly believe in and stand on,
Yeah, man.
do your thing.
If it's working,
we love
do
you.
your thing.
Yeah, do your thing. You know what I'm
Come on,
saying?
man.
But if you are in a space where you are open and honest about things, or open to constructive criticism, or looking for some insight from some guys, or any of the above, just go down a list, then maybe take heed. And again, like I said, it's just really about accentuating your beauty. Like, everybody has
Your natural
something.
beauty.
Some people here, look, you just have to. look at it for what it is. Like, there's some people who are maybe not necessarily 10s, right? But they just have like
rare.
standout. Well, okay, let's just say an 8. They're not an 8.
Right.
But they have like 8 or 10 features. Like, they got standout features, whether it's their eyes or their lips. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes see some people that even almost like they almost look weird to an extent, but it's like the features are so prominent, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And stand out, you know, that it's just like, and so I guess for women handsome or for men, you know, it's beautiful to a woman. So it's like, when you have these things, understand who you are, lean into that, be confident about it, highlight it. You
Come
know
on,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Hey, I read somewhere that makeup is supposed to enhance the already dope parts about your features.
I'm so glad you said that, bro. I'm so glad you said that, because I don't know how I was about to just gloss over that. That I don't have a problem with makeup, but that is my biggest problem with makeup. I feel like it should enhance your beauty.
Come on, man.
I have a problem when you making up a whole new face.
Exactly.
That's when
you
for
don't
me,
even look like that.
Yeah, when it get crazy.
Come
for
on,
me.
man. If you got, let's say you got green eyes. If you wear like some green, it makes your eyes pop more.
Right.
That's the logic.
Right.
If you naturally got higher cheekbones and you barely put some blush or something, it's just insinuating your already dope attributes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. But I ain't gonna be mad at the eyebrow pencil because some of these shorties don't got eyebrows.
Oh no, listen.
So like, shout out the eyebrow game. Y'all can kill that. Just keep that.
Listen, do what you gotta do.
But
out
if
here.
your eyelashes are the same length as my fingers, shorties blink too many times, they gonna start levitating. You know what I'm saying? Like, you taking flight, shorty honeys. Like, I need you to relax. Tranquila. Like, come on, man.
No, for real, man.
You doing the most.
I don't. I guess they. But
But I don't mind eyelash extensions. Don't get it twisted. I don't mind them.
Yeah, no.
But
it's just
anything in excess
right. That's the part.
is bad, bro.
That's the part, and that's the part where if you don't get nothing else from this portion, you might be offended by the fuck them, they laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like, look past the laughs and get this part right here.
Indeed, please.
No matter what you do, just please don't be too excessive. You know what I'm saying? Anything you do in excess is not good.
It's not good, bro.
It's not good. And no matter what that is, ultimately, it ain't that great for me.
If there was a key word of the day, it would be moderation.
Moderation.
Yeah, do things in moderation.
We ain't do a word of the day in a while. That's definitely the word of the day.
Word of the day, moderation, bro.
Moderation.
You know what I mean?
Moderation.
You know, moderation. That be later she did. In case you didn't get it the first time. Moderation.
Moderation. Absolutely, man. It's important.
Well, we in the game, Coach.
We are.
We covered a good amount of topics tonight. I think there was some
did.
dope ones tonight, man.
Do we
This
have
episode 6. We gotta
speak it?
we gotta speak your piece.
Do we have a King's Corner though?
I don't know. We got a King's. We could. We kind of have a King's Corner. I mean, I don't know if I'm totally saying you bugging or not, but I'm gonna bring it up.
Let's explore it.
Okay, my man, 100 grand, 400 million plus net worth. He's that guy.
Okay.
One of the 50th greatest players of all time.
Okay.
Some call him the most dominant player in NBA history. You know what I mean? The Shaq Diesel, the big Aristotle. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the big leprechaun.
Yeah.
Like, yo, he's that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yo, the man in the paint, if you don't know what I'm talking about none other than Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq Diesel, okay?
Yeah.
Yo, my man 51 years old right now. Shout out to him. I ain't gonna front. I thought he was a little older than that. I ain't even gonna count. But 51,
Yeah,
to
that's
me,
true,
do you know
too.
what's crazy is when I was looking at how old he was and I saw 51, my mind did something a lot different than what it did when I was like in my 20s. 50 changed, bro.
Yeah.
When I saw 51, I was like, oh, you're still kind of young. Ain't that crazy? Bro, shout out to Jay-Z and P. Diddy. I think they, for me in my world, they changed
Absolutely.
what 50s are like.
Absolutely.
They changed it because they still enjoying their love of life.
Yeah,
All right, back to the point. Shot 51 years old, bro. He was just seen on a date and like, yo, you're a grown man. You do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But when it's with Brittany Renner, a part of me, a small part of me, wanted to be like, you bugging. Although, I ain't gonna cap. If Brittany Renner slid in my DMs, we might go to the park at 14th. I was just saying. We might go indulge in a drink or two. I don't know. I ain't gonna cap. They were just at a restaurant. So a part of me want to be like, bro, you bugging? Why? Because Brittany Renner is 31 years old.
Yeah.
He's 51. That's a 20-year age gap.
Yeah.
So just off rip, I'm kind of like, you bugging. But then again, I'm not 51 years old. I don't know what it'll be like when I'm 51. And if a young Tenderoni was trying to, no disrespect to the ladies, but like, matter of fact, there's a whole song called Tenderoni. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Have a little thick skin here.
Yeah.
Like, yo, we love y'all. But yeah, man. So if off the top, I gotta do a you bugging to Shaq because you 400 million strong in the game. You could get any non in the streets claiming to be this Corinne Steffens version 2, Superhead version 2. You know what I'm saying? Like writing a book about all the exploits and stuff. Bruh, you could do way better than that. Bro, you're Shaq. You bugging, bro.
But dude,
He said,
can't knock the hustle.
yeah.
Do we know if he can actually get better than that?
Shaq? Shaq do be a little corny sometimes.
No,
I
not
ain't
even
gonna
from
cap.
that standpoint, but like, apparently, she's out here going strong for a reason.
What you mean?
She might have a certain set of skills that make her a nightmare for people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You think it's that great?
it might be something going on because it's like a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of chances being given. You know what I'm saying? She's been with a couple dudes that high profile that I guess that we know of. So it's like, maybe it's elite to that point. And the whole thing is with Shaq, like the age difference is crazy, but at the same time,
And she's in her 30s.
I don't know the space he's in his life,
Yeah.
so it's hard to speak on it. But are there like 40 and 50-year-olds?
Bro, there's some bad
But
40.
do they want to be on the type of time he on? Because maybe he just taking it out, having some fun.
Yeah, shucking and jiving.
Yeah, he don't
And then
wanna-
you probably feel young again.
could be
You
that
date,
too.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You feel like you back in Orlando. You know what I'm saying? Cut the pinstripes back
32.
home. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I can dig it. Kind of. I just know me being that age, I'm getting me a Donion, bro. I'm getting me
you know what?
old-
Say it again.
What bad? I be dabbling in the Spanish culture. Adonia.
What's that?
In Spanish culture, just like an older, dope woman, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She Adonia.
Okay.
She's bad.
I learned something new
You
today.
know what I'm saying? Mature woman.
Okay.
Come on, man.
All right.
Like, yeah, I like a woman in her 40s. It's just seasoned, bro. That's that song that was marinating in the
Adorable.
game. They know,
Yeah.
bro. They know what they want, bro.
That's a fact.
Now, don't get it twisted. The young things, they fun. But the older ones, you break down one to think that she got it all together. It's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. He might just want to have fun that night.
But yeah, he probably did just want to have fun. Shout out to Shot, man. Like, yo, it's no scrutiny. But you bugging a little bit. But who knows? You might have a point. Maybe she just got that good. Maybe she know the finish him technique.
Yeah, it might be crazy. Yeah, what's the rainbow joint? That's what she said.
Bro, she said the rainbow. Shout out to Trell Thomas. We're gonna shout her out often because she the homie, and
yeah, she teaching the rainbow.
She's a sets
technique.
guru. So she got the rainbow technique, the finish him technique. God dang,
it's real out here.
Shout out to the homie that introduced me to her. It ain't been on that time. She just knowledgeable on it. Like I don't know this firsthand, y'all. No disrespect.
All right, so that brings us to Speak Your Piece.
Speak it.
This is the portion of the pod where you, the viewer, the listener, holla at us.
Please do.
DM us at Peace King Pod on Instagram with a question from your personal life that you want advice on, that you want insight from two well-traveled, well-rounded, intelligent, funny, charismatic.
Word.
I mean, I could just go on forever. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
Black
bro.
men out here.
Keep
you know
going.
You want some insight from?
Yeah.
And it could be relationship, it could be work, it could be familial.
Indeed.
That's family. If for those that might, you know, what I mean,
we were putting on. We were picking up where you put it down, bro.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, this one, and I'm happy to say because this is the type of question I've been waiting on. Because when we envision Speak Your Piece, it's more like a Ask Dr. Ruth type situation, like real time, real advice. And this is the first one we have that has really been like in that vein. So happy about this one.
There we go.
All right. So this is from IG. She asked to be anonymous. So we're going to keep her anonymous.
We'll keep her anonymous now.
Sex with this man is amazing. All caps. Except he will not, all caps, make love to me in the middle of the bed. Y'all gotta bear with me as I'm trying to read through this a little bit. I've literally tried everything, all caps, all mood set and blank. I'm thinking she probably was saying set and shit. All mood set and shit. I'm getting older, and how long am I supposed to be dragged to the edge of the bed in order for this man to remain attentive? Is this a sign that he doesn't really love me, or am I overthinking this? Now, before you go, before you tap in, I asked for clarity because I was like, initially I was thinking, drag to the edge of the bed a lot of time, that's for the back shot. You know what I'm saying? Like that's heavy back shot position. So I'm like, is this because he just only want to hit from the back? Or is this
unless she's on her back?
Right, or is this literally just position of the bed? So I asked her, she said, okay, so for example, the other night we were getting into it and we were in the middle of the bed, caressing, skin to skin, and as he penetrated, pause, his man went slightly down. Then he got off the bed, literally grabbed my ankles and pulled me to the edge of the bed, and all was right with the entire world. So, this is literally a positioning of the bed thing.
So, hold on. He no longer was about to have an erection.
Right. They was in the middle of the bed.
In the middle of the bed, but then she said it went down.
His man was checking out. Man down. He had to pull it to the edge of the bed to get it rocking.
Wow. That's odd. It's a dominating thing for him. Because you got more stability.
Well, let me add this part. Let me add this part.
On the ground, you got more stability.
I didn't read this part because it was a part of a different message. Like it was all attached, but it was a part of her bigging us up on something else. But she's been with him over 8 years.
She been dealing with the edge of the bed.
This is 8 years of edge of the bed pumps.
So, yo, they ain't made sensual love before then. It's rudiment. It's the same thing. over and over, bruh.
What Marshawn say? Over and over and over and over and
Yo,
over.
bruh, I feel bad for her. One, communicate like. It depends on how bad she wants to fix it. If she really wants to, if it's an erectile dysfunction thing, bro, there's medicine for that, my guy. Like, come on, you're doing the same position over and over again for your lady. It's not pleasing if she's not orgasming and stuff.
No, it's not
like
the
that.
same position. No, I don't think. It's just the position of the bed. Like he can only smash on the edge of the
I
bed.
wish she was on here. God be like, have y'all smashed on the couch, in the living room, on the kitchen, like in a chair? Like,
So this is the thing, right? This is very like bugged out.
that is odd, bro.
It's very odd, right? And so super wild odd. But she seems to, I mean, it's been over 8 years. So
Yeah, she loves it.
She called him a black king over 8 years. This is her guy.
Oh yeah, she said it's amazing.
All caps. Oh,
Then why is she
amazing.
complaining then?
Because she
it's
she don't
all
want to
caps
be on
amazing.
the edge of the bed. Like I can understand that though. Like I mean, like,
If it's amazing, it's blowing her socks off.
check it. All right, so like, all right, that's fine. But every time you went to go smash your shorty, and she was like, "Nah, wait, come sit on the edge of the bed," and then like for the first like couple times, you'd be like, "All right, cool," and then.
So
You probably would think in your mind, all right, she just want to rob me on the edge of the bed because the positioning, the leverage is better. Then you go to smash again, and it's like missionary. And she'd be like, wait, hold on. She positions herself on the edge of the bed, and you go to do it. And this goes on for months and months
I'ma
and
ask
years.
her, though.
All right, so that's the part I'm about to get to.
Like, ask why.
That's what I want to tell her. My number one advice would be to ask him. I don't know if you've ever asked him, but ask. Like, ask why he does this. Because
Right.
that's the most straightforward thing. The only thing I could think of in my mind, like, this sounds almost like maybe trauma-based. I'm not a professional, like, in this field, so don't, like, take that with a grain of salt. But I can't think of anything else that would make you mentally, because it's a mental connection. If he... Because it's not, because you say like ED, it's not ED because he's getting hard at the edge of the bed, but it's not in the middle. So it's something about the middle of the bed that plays on his mind. And I don't know if maybe he has like childhood trauma or something happened, or
right.
I don't know if this man's been incarcerated before. I don't know. I can't, you know what I mean? I don't want to speculate or go that far. All I'm saying is, it sounds like something deeper is there.
Nah, that's facts, bro.
That's not being tapped into.
That's facts.
And I feel like at this point, 8 years, you guys should be close enough for you to ask this question and for you to guys have this type of conversation.
Yeah, nah, that's facts. He said he can't walk the sheets in the middle of the bed. He says, look, so slippery. And the beds, the way he said he need the Timbs on at the
Listen,
my man smashing the Timbs and tube socks.
it might be that. Like,
He's smashing the Timbs and tube socks on the edge of the bed.
Listen.
He said he need all the traction.
all traction and leverage.
All
man.
traction and
He might not
leverage.
be able to get in them guts from
Hey,
the bed.
man.
He might be able to get optimal leverage from the edge of the bed.
Like, yo, he said the edge of the bed. He can get the legs. He
Yeah.
can hook you around.
Oh,
He can
like-
lift you up. There's a lot you can do at the edge of the bed. He might be on to something. He said that's where he feels most in his domineering.
Facts. He need to come from the South Pole, from the equator with the pump. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta dig down deep what you're saying with that joint. So it's like, listen,
He
man.
could pick you up from the edge, do his thing, and then put you right back down. Like, there's a
Listen.
lot you can do with the edge of the bed.
It's a lot.
So if the sex is capital letters amazing, you're clearly climaxing from this.
It's a fact.
You're clearly enjoying it. There are men. No. I ain't gonna say men. It's an outstanding number of women who never climax, bro.
Oh, facts. Which I don't quite understand. But
That's
facts. I mean, I do
bonkers.
understand. But
So if you are doing that, and it's going to the okay, it'll get it'll get mundane a little bit because it's like
Which I
you
think
know
that's the
exactly
problem.
how I'm going. Like you know exactly how you're going to get there.
Yeah.
That could be boring.
I think
feel
that's
that.
the issue for her.
But you hit the nail on the head. Yo, have that conversation. And then be like, yo, what's up with the middle of the bed? What about staying on the bed? We just slightly go.
Yeah, right.
A little off center. Just slightly off center.
You might add that might be actually a major key right there. Maybe you need to start and like kind of wean him towards the middle. Like maybe start like 3/4 on the edge and then move over like a 1/2 inch and keep moving over to next thing you know you're in the middle of the bed and he don't even realize it. Like you just slowly moving yourself over.
Or what is your fascination with the middle of the bed? Just as much he has a fascination with the edge, you may have a fascination with the middle.
That's a great,
come on, man.
Great point right there. Man.
Come on, man.
That's a great point. Maybe we looking at this all wrong.
We could be looking at it wrong. Why you so fascinated with the middle? The edge is more fun.
You kind of pressed about this middle of this bed.
He might be looking at it like, if you brought it up, he might be like, oh, I ain't know you wanted in the middle.
Facts.
I just thought the edge was
Might
more
be
fun.
That simple.
Because it's amazing. And you, bro, check me. It's amazing, capital letters.
All caps.
He knows the method. He knows the codes to make you climax.
Mm-hmm.
He knows it's from the edge. He does the edge every time. Mm-hmm. He's just doing the job to get you there so that he could finish.
Can't fault the man for doing his job and doing it.
You just got to have a conversation and say, hey, it's not about the finish necessarily. You want to enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Talk to him.
Come on, man.
Listen, man.
You want to enjoy the journey. It's not about the finish line that you care about the most. You want to enjoy the journey. I think some men can get caught up with that. They so focused on, I need to make it come, I need to make it come, I need to make it come so that he can come. Whereas he's forgetting that some women enjoy the journey.
It's a process. Trust the process, man.
Come on, man. Enjoy the ride.
Enjoy it.
Look outside.
Come on.
Look out the window. For real. And you gotta enjoy the process sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the music, do the caressing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Caress all over. But I gotta stop talking about it. I don't feel like getting no reminiscent mode. You know what I'm saying? Some changes happened in your boy's life. We're gonna get on that in another episode.
Yeah, like, yeah, we need more space and time for that.
It just be like that. Hey man, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful question, though. I thank you for bringing this question. Like, yo, if y'all want more questions, y'all want more insight on, like he was saying, like, yo, we are two different men. You know what I mean? Different backgrounds and such. Y'all have heard it all throughout episode 6, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. And like, yo, that's what it is. Well-cultured, well-mannered, like, yo, intelligent beings, different areas, different upbringings. You're going to get two different perspectives. But what you're going to get is a sound judgment call, a sound opinion. Facts. I mean, I trust his opinion. He ain't going to lead you astray. You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yo, keep the questions coming. Keep it coming. I enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite segments, like, of the pod.
Nah, definitely is one of my favorite. And this was my favorite question so far. This one was fire. I like this one a lot, man. Definitely. I look forward to getting deeper and deeper into these, man. For real, for real.
Yeah.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen.
We in the game, coach.
This is episode 6.
Episode 6. Come on, man. I need to figure out how to say episode in Spanish. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that next episode.
Episoda.
Alexa.
Episode.
How do you say episode in Spanish?
Episode in Spanish is episodio.
Ooh.
I was close.
Episode.
I was close.
Hey, this is episodio 6 or Seis de episodio.
Ooh, seis de episodio.
Come on, bro. You see what I just did on the fly.
Bamba.
Come
Listen,
on,
we
man.
out here. We out here. Listen. Oh, we on
La
a
poca
countdown.
de gracia.
We on a countdown now.
Come on, man. What we counting down?
4 more till episode 10, right?
Come
Once
on,
we
man.
get
Episode
past
10,
that
we done
9
broke-
mark, we got to
we done
celebrate
broke.
a little bit.
We would have broken the standard.
That's
They
a
quit
fact.
at episode 9, bro.
That's a fact.
Come on, man. We're gonna break that. That's easy.
Listen, shout out to everybody who has been tapping in thus
Yes.
far. We see
Yes.
those numbers starting to rise
Yeah, we
steadily.
do.
And listen, it's not missed on us. We appreciate you. Tell a
can't do it
friend to
without you.
tell a friend. Share it.
Yeah,
man.
tell
Put
a
them
friend.
on. Don't keep it to yourself. Don't be selfish.
Don't be selfish.
Understand, you found a new pod that's
Come on, man.
popping. With 2 dudes that you rock with.
For real, for real.
Share it with the masses.
We're going to
man.
get a bottle girl over here next time. I ain't pouring my own drinks
fire.
for too long.
I like that. I like that. I like where your head is at.
You know what I'm saying?
Pause. But
We about to make this a whole
situation.
It's gonna be like drink. I ain't even gonna say. It's gonna. We're gonna have people in the back. It's gonna be.
yeah, all that.
Bro,
Studio
it's
audience.
going up, bro.
Oh, yeah, it's
it's
definitely
going
gonna go
up.
up.
I don't
It's
think y'all
definitely
understand.
gonna go
I'm
up.
getting a little too excited, but the pod is potted. You feel what I'm saying? We in the game, coach. Hey, man, this is episode 6. Seis de episodio.
Listen, the audio is actually going up too. They be listening to the audio on Spotify
Oh,
and Apple.
word?
Yeah, the Spotify and Apple been
That's what
popping
I'm
too.
talking about, bro.
Listen, on all cylinders we firing out here.
Come on, man.
Listen,
This is the beginning. Get in on it at the beginning. Get in on it at the beginning. Get in on it.
at the beginning.
Come on, man. We in the game. Come on, man. We in the game.
You can follow
We in the
me
game. Come on, man. Where they following you, bro?
at the THE Hungry HD.
Come on, man.
HUNGRY HD. You can cop the merch. Actually, I guess I should say this, right?
Go ahead, let 'em know.
The Juneteenth.
That joint hard,
Y'all
bro.
hear me say this a lot. I mean, New Yorkers say this in general, but beloved. So this is beloved in the shape of a heart. Because it's about love, right?
That's hard.
Loving our people, loving the culture.
Yeah, I need that, bro.
Listen, in the Juneteenth colors,
Yeah.
the T-shirt is out because, you know, it's going into the summertime. So the T-shirt is out in 2 colors on the website.
Oof.
The hat might be almost sold out, but it's probably still a few pieces there. I got a dad hat. The dad hat has a different color, but dad hat and a snapback.
Yeah.
And the website is stayhungrycloth.com. Everything you see me wear on here, except for the Yankee jersey thus far, has been from Stay Hungry Cloth. And my brother
man.
has some things going
Come
on.
on, man. Hey, you see it. Do good, stay fly. It's on the
right.
fitted. Come on, man.
That's right.
Yo, this the dad hat right here, bro.
Talk about
Trell Reese. Come on, man. It's a brand name.
Talker that you can
Come
trust.
on, man. It's a brand
That
name.
you
Do
can
good,
trust.
stay fly. We all about doing good for the, you know what I mean? Trell other kids. A portion of all proceeds go to No Kid Hungry. Like, yo, feeding the kids here in the U.S. Like, yo, and then stay fly. Do good, stay fly. We humanitarians over here, but we like to be fly while we doing good.
Absolutely.
Like, yo, it is what it is. TrellMaurice.com. Make sure you follow your boy at Trell, TRELL_MAURICE. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I do it on the IG.
Facts.
Follow your boy, man. We got big things popping, little things stopping, and you already know what the time it is. It's the pod. Come on.
Oh, we got to.
Come
Oh,
on,
and
man.
we didn't even
That's
shout
what
out
we
the pod
doing, bro.
page at Peace King Pod.
Most definitely.
On Instagram. And subscribe to the YouTube.
Subscribe to the YouTube. Like, if you're not subscribing, you're doing something wrong.
Facts.
Like, already. Make your life a little bit better. Treat yourself, if you will, and subscribe. Come on, man. It is what it is. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah.
We in the game, coach.
We in the game.
TrellMaurice.com.
Listen, hold on.
We in the game.
Before we exit out,
What we doing?
I'm gonna pour a little more of my glass so I got something when we cheers up out here. Man.
Come on, man.
Salute up out the building.
You already know what it is. Hey, man. It's a lot of things going on here in the month of June. You know what I mean? We going into July. Like, yo, but take the time to enjoy your loved ones, your friends, your fam. Celebrate. Pause and celebrate.
Yeah.
There were times in which we couldn't celebrate like we can nowadays.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Juneteenth colors and
Yeah.
such. Make sure you cop the tee, you cop the sweatshirt. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Shout out to it, man. Come on, 1865, around June 19th. We call it June 9th. Galveston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? That's when the slaves finally realized that they were actually free.
Ooh.
Come on, Juneteenth.
Yeah, talk to
I'm a
him.
history buff.
Nah, I know. I know.
You know
you
what
be
I'm saying?
having the dates for him.
It be like that.
I be paying attention.
Hey, post-Civil
I'm paying
War.
attention.
Post-Civil War. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they ain't know they were free like that.
No, yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Galveston, Texas. Shout out to the big dog. I forget his name right now. I'm in train. I'm in train. Dude came through on the horse. It was like, you know, y'all free, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah. Oh, we out. What you mean? Oh, we out. It went out and was like, I ain't got a place to stay. Hey, you trying to pay me now though? I be in indentured servant though.
Yeah,
dang, no pun, man. But like, it's history. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man.
And we gotta study our history so we don't repeat it and we prevent that thing from happening again, man. We came from a long way. The greatest success story in human history, in my opinion, is the African American.
Oh man,
come on, man.
Oh man,
look where we at, man. You're talking about influencing the world. Hip hop, entertainment. We sports.
Everything.
We influence the world, bro.
Everything,
bro. I'm proud as I don't know what. People be like, yo, hey, Kyle, say some Spanish stuff regularly or whatever. Or whatever yo, I'm two things. I'm black and I'm proud.
Talk about it.
You feel what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
And I'll say it a lot.
Talk about it.
You know what I mean?
And before we get up out of here, man, I feel like it's only right that I end this how we started this, and what you said tied exactly into, you probably just said it better than me, what I was trying to say earlier about things being secular with, you know, parenthood and fatherhood. Mm-hmm. And you saying if you don't know your history, you're bound to repeat it. And me saying earlier about how if you don't know, right, your father, he's not in your life, and you bound to become him in some way, trying so hard not to be him. And so it's like the same thing. And so I tie that and bring it back to say, Happy Father's Day.
Come on, man.
Call your dad, man. Show your dad some appreciation.
Indeed.
Even
circle.
if you ain't rocking with him, just shout him out. Show him some love. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to do the same thing.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? And I know we're going to end off episode 6.
See you
back for episode 7.
Lead by example right there.
Peace, King.
Hey, man. Peace, King.